Evangels, how are we doing? Welcome once again to my channel. This is Evangel Anyanwu. I am a Nigerian trained medical practitioner living and working here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Welcome. How are you doing? How has it been? Oh my gosh, this is breaking news, right? For a lot of us that want to come here, a lot of us that our visas are ready, the ticket is ready, and we are also ready to come. What do I say? I'm very sorry this is happening, because I know what it means to prepare to travel, and then all of a sudden your flight is cancelled, or you're not meant to go for that particular trip. It is really devastating. But what are we going to talk about today? So many countries have been banning Nigeria from entering their country. So many countries have banned Nigerian flights, or any flight that is coming from Africa, not just Nigeria. There are some countries that are listed. South Africa is there, Botswana is there, Nigeria happens to be one of the countries listed. And when I heard that the United Kingdom has banned Nigerian flights from entering the United Kingdom, I wasn't really surprised when I got the news this morning that also Saudi Arabia has banned every flight directly or indirectly coming from Nigeria. It is just the obvious. It is expected, because according to the statement I read this morning, there has been an increase on the number of cases of this particular variant that we are talking about, that is the Omicron. Remember, this particular virus has so many other variants. The Delta is there, the Beta is there. Now we are talking about the Omicron. And for the fact that the cases, or the number of cases of this particular Omicron variant is increasing in Nigeria, so some other countries are banning Nigerian flights from entering their territory, and Saudi is not left out. This morning, or this afternoon rather, I've gotten a lot of emails, Instagram DMs, Facebook Messenger DMs, people telling me, oh, my flight is on so date in December, and this ban is just coming right now. It is devastating. I am broken. I am this. I am not happy about it. What do I do? What do you think should happen? My visa is going to expire on so date in this particular month. My visa is going to expire next month. What do I do? Is there any light at the end of the tunnel? What do I really do? These are all the messages coming from Nigerian doctors and their families or their relatives, and some nurses also who were meant to come into Saudi Arabia this month or next month. Now, Evangel, disclaimer, I am not an agent. I am not a representative of the Saudi aviation ministry. I am not an agent that sees to the flights that come into Saudi Arabia and the flights that will not come in. But in that statement, it is categorically written that any flights directly or indirectly coming from Nigeria will not be allowed to enter the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And it also states that for passengers who have stayed 14 days within these particular countries that are restricted will not also enter the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. But the exemption there are the Saudi citizens, yes, who would be allowed to enter, but they have to quarantine themselves for a specific number of days with 2 negative PCR tests that they will do within the 5 days they will be in quarantine. So for those who have been asking me what would they do, personally as Evangel Anyanwu, I do not really know what you could do at this particular time. But based on history, because I am somebody who likes to go back to what has happened in the past in order to know what is likely to be in the future, or what is likely to be at the present. So based on what has happened before, this is not the first time that Saudi is going to be closing its borders on countries. This is not the first time. It has happened last year, it happened sometime early this year, and this also just happened. So what I would tell you is this: let's just look out for information. Let's just keep our eyes and our ears wide open, because definitely from now more instructions and more protocols and more statements will be coming out, and they are going to be saying who will be allowed and who will not be allowed. And most times health professionals, health workers are allowed to enter, because you're a frontliner, and sometimes you're given that privilege. So let's see if that will be the case, because this was the case last year and early this year when the borders were closed. Health workers and their families, or health professionals and their families, were allowed to come into the kingdom. But this time around, no statement of such has mentioned that health officers or health workers would be allowed in. So let's keep our eyes open, let's keep our ears open to hear what the next statement will be, because this is one country that gives out information sometimes on daily basis, sometimes on weekly basis, as regards this pandemic. So let's look out for this information to know what is going to happen. And personally, I will do the little I could by getting the information and then updating you in my description section. So make sure each time, just be coming to my description on daily basis to know if there is any change in this particular protocol or in this particular statement. Like I said before, it has happened before, and this is not the first time they're closing their borders. But the only thing is that it is just to a specific few number of countries at this particular time, and the reason is not far-fetched. It's because of the new variants that we are trying to battle with right now. So for those who are worried that their visas will expire on them and they have not entered, I would tell you not to worry so much. There's really need to worry though, but from my own end, I will tell you, count it all joy. Do not worry so much, because I have seen that in the past, those without even visa still entered here because of the pandemic. Those whose resident permit expired also came in. At least I know some of my friends, not a lot of them anyway. I don't really have a lot of friends, but some of my friends who traveled within the pandemic and got stuck in Nigeria and in other places, in other countries, because of the pandemic, because of the restrictions or the travel bans or travel restriction, because the airplanes were grounded. These people were given some preferences when they were coming in. A lot of them came in with expired resident permits. A lot of them came in without visas. Yes, that is the simple truth. But the only thing is the inconveniences is going to cost you, because probably you have prepared yourself, your mind, the materials you're going to come in with, and your family is probably running around to, looking forward to your coming here, and probably maybe you collected some cash from people and you're promising them that once you start working, you're going to refund them. These are some of the things that people really worry about, because I remember last year a lot of people called me, oh Evangel, look at, I really borrowed money to pay these agents, and now I can't even come in to start working so that I'll be able to pay off my debts. These were really their worries. And some said, oh, I have bought almost everything I'm coming in with, and these things are going to perish, because some of them are perishable. Do not worry. Life happens, things happen. You can't really, this is beyond your control. This is really beyond your control. It is not your fault that this variant was detected. It is not your fault that this variant is increasing in our dear country. It is not your fault that the travel ban is placed on our dear country. But all I'm going to tell you is count it all joy. It is going to be for your good, while we are looking forward to the new, more statements that will come out, and then more protocols that will be followed. And let's just find a way to digest it. Let's just find a way to absorb it. Yes, this time you need that shock absorber, and that is the reason I came out here to do this video, so that at least I could be that voice that will give you some hope that really at the end of every tunnel there is light. So do not be in so much pain, because someone called me and said, oh, I am broken. You are not broken. You are not broken. This will soon pass. So just have patience. Let's see how it goes. I believe that with time this ban will be lifted, and then you will come here and maybe actualize your dream, if it is God's will. That is just it, if it is God's will. So guys, this is what I just said I should come here and tell you. Like I said before, if they lift the ban, you can actually come in without a resident permit. Yes, it has happened before, and you can come in without a visa, or another visa will be issued as long as you have a job opportunity. I mean, you have a job offer here. So do not really think that, oh, it is the end of the world for you. It is not. It is not. It is not. So guys, if you have not subscribed, please do so now. And if you know anybody who is supposed to come here and who is being so devastated at this particular time, share this video with them. Share this, my thoughts and my words, with them. Maybe it will just be like a cushioning, it will just give them a cushioning effect. It will just be like a shock absorber for them to know that there is still hope. All hope is not lost. So you can share with them. And please make sure you subscribe, like, share, and then comment. Let me get to hear what you have to say. So I'll see you guys in my next. Bye.